Okay, so let's get back to our trains. So we have looked at things like we saw we could connect, stations to stations and say where we could reach by a direct train and then take new trains. We also connected trains to trains, saying where you can change and switch to another train.
Connecting train.
But I think what we have so far not really looked at very carefully are these days and times.
Right. That we have not done. Yeah.
So supposing we want to pay attention to that. So supposing I want to say I'm at a station, we know we can draw this big graph and say where all I could go if I am willing to wait 24 hours, 48 hours for the next train. But supposing I want to know where I can go today.
Today as in?
So as between say midnight and midnight. So if it is 7 o'clock I am starting, then before tonight midnight, if I am 1 a.m. I am starting, I have 23 hours. So with all the trains which are available to me.
So let's say I start on Monday.
Supposing I start on Monday.
So what you are asking is if I start on Monday, I can start any time. I can start at any time after.
Depending on the station, the first train on Monday.
0005 or something correct, like that. Yes. So early morning on Monday you can start.
Yeah, and then you can go as far as you want on the train, but you cannot cross. You can change.
I can get off at a station.
Yeah, you can
take another train.
Take another train.
But I may have to wait.
Yeah,
I'll have to wait. Then take another train like that. I can keep doing. I don't have to come back, right?
You don't have to come back. I just want to know where all you can.
Where all I can reach by end of tonight. So
yes.
It means till 11:59.
Yes, PM on
PM today, Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. I mean, how do we do it? What is the way to do it?
Well, we can
pick a station.
Pick a station. Let's say pick a station, and
keep going.
Start with the first train of the day, I guess, on a Monday. First of all, let's pick a station. So here's the station. Vijayawada, which we have looked at before for other things. So you can see that there are trains are listed passing through Vijayawada starting early morning. So
early morning. Okay, it's good.
So midnight
55,
to 10 p.m.
First train.
Yeah, but we are on Monday, right?
Oh, Monday. Yeah, it's there. Monday.
Yeah. So therefore, not all these trains are there. So first train is there on Monday. Second is not there. Third is there. Fourth is there. Fifth is there. And last one is there.
Okay. So we take one train at a time.
Yeah, so then we take the very first train, see where all we can go, and then take the next train where all we can go, and so on. That would be a logical way to do it, right?
But we can get off and take change, no?
Yeah. So then we have to see where all we can go.
Let's see. Let's see.
So let's start with Vijayawada, right? So
okay. So Vijayawada, the first train is 22203, departing at 0055. Yeah. You note that or don't need? We need to, right?
Maybe we'll note that. Yeah. So what is it? 0055. And the train number is 22203.
Okay. Here is 22203.
Yeah.
Right. So this train is departing 0055 and going to Secunderabad.
Okay. So you can only go to one place.
Yeah.
So you reach
Secunderabad at 6:15. We are in the day.
Right? Yeah. Same day. Yeah. And we reach at 0615. So now we can decide whether to proceed from Secunderabad.
This thing says Tuesday though. This doesn't say Monday.
No, it's leaving on Tuesday from Visakhapatnam.
Oh, it's arriving, that is right. Oh, Visakhapatnam departure. That is right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it leaves on Tuesday. On Sunday it leaves from Visakhapatnam. And it passes through Vijayawada just after midnight. So we just made it. Okay.
All right, very good. So 6:15 we reach Secunderabad.
Yeah. So now we can.
So this train you can't do anything further.
Yeah. So but we can make
note. Switch at Secunderabad.
Yeah. If we switch at Secunderabad, we can proceed. Now we can decide whether we want to go there.
I want to switch at Secunderabad and continue.
Yeah. So let's just continue and see how far we can go from Secunderabad, and then we can come back and look at other trains. Maybe that would be a better idea.
You keep a lot of tracking. You have to keep. Yeah, but it's okay. Let us see. How.
Yeah. No, it's just that we are seeing where all we can go on the first train.
Keep going. Keep going.
As far as we can.
As far as we can go.
And then we'll come back and come back to the second train.
And then backtrack, come back.
Yes.
And then see whether there is another one. Yeah. But then you have to keep track of where you were on this card.
So that's why we have written it down. So we have noted that
we come back to this card.
So we have done So we have done one train, or we are processing.
Then we are processing this train. So we can come back and we can look at it.
Yeah. So we know that, and we know that we are doing the trains in this order.
Okay.
So the next train is going to be the one after that in time.
All right. So okay, now we have come to Secunderabad. So what do I do now? Go to Secunderabad.
Yeah. So now we have to look up where all we can go from Secunderabad. So we have to look up Secunderabad in this.
And you are at 6:15 in Secunderabad.
Yeah. So we can take only trains after 6:15.
After 6:15.
Okay. So that is Secunderabad. So now,
In fact, this is the first train to arrive.
yeah,
So all the trains are arrived.
yeah. So now you can take,
can take any of
but
these.
yeah, but you can take only trains which are on Monday.
It's only one.
There's only one because
Leave the
this
rest.
is Sunday, Thursday, Tuesday. So there's only one train.
So there's only one train, 22204. Leaves at 8:15.
Okay, 8:15. 22204. Let's see where that goes.
Yeah.
I have a suspicion it's going to go back to Vijayawada. Let us see. Let us see. So,
Quite possible.
so
22204. Secunderabad back to Vijayawada.
and in fact, there are two
leaving
problems with
8:15,
that.
reaching 1 to
Yeah,
5.
yeah, it reaches the wrong. So first of all, it goes back to Vijayawada, which we have already seen. So this is. So if we want to proceed, if we had reached Vijayawada on time, we are already processing Vijayawada. So somehow we should say that this is not good for that reason, because it's already.
You have to
So
mark it a
have-
scene or something.
Yeah,
like
so we have to say that this is already.
visited.
Yeah,
Scene,
yeah.
something like that. We have been using the word scene and all that, no, the card.
So let's write scene,
Okay.
right? So this is already seen.
So then you,
Yeah, but it's also bad
In any
because
case, it's not
yeah,
reaching the
it's,
same
it's
day.
on the wrong day. That is 0. What is it? 0105. So this is
it's
also
gone
wrong.
to the next day.
This is Tuesday, right? So that Secunderabad
for
was a
both-
dead
for
end.
2 reasons, this is a dead end. Okay, so
Okay.
Secunderabad nothing to do.
Yeah.
So,
There's nothing else after that. Oh yeah, this is on Tuesday. Okay, there's only one train from Secunderabad on.
so this path got me to one city,
Yeah.
Secunderabad,
And
nothing further I can do.
yeah, so basically I'm at a dead end here.
I'm at a dead end. So what do I do? I go back.
So I'll just mark this.
So just put this back.
Yeah, we can put this back. Now we go back to Secunderabad. Now Secunderabad there was no other train, so we go back to Vijayawada.
I went to Secunderabad. We finished Secunderabad.
Yeah,
There was no
so
train.
there was only one train. This
There's
train
no other
went
train.
nowhere.
Ah.
We go back, we look
no
down,
other
there's
train.
no other train. So we have done with Secunderabad.
We go back to Vijayawada.
Yeah, so we can basically say that this is seen, there are two, and it's also like finished. There's nothing more to see in Secunderabad right
When
now.
you put scene, I mean, you put scene when you enter the,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. When I enter the station, I say scene. Yeah.
I should say scene.
Yeah.
And then when I get out,
Yeah.
when I finished with everything in the train, then I put a tick mark.
Yeah.
Saying,
I'll put a tick mark saying that.
I'm finished with it.
Yeah, I'm finished with it.
I'm not finished with Vijayawada,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Though I came back to it again. I have to go back. I have to still more to do. Okay, fine. Nice.
So now I go to I'm on Monday.
Hmm.
First train I have seen.
Now I am
Second train is not on Monday. Third train is on Monday. So I have to
Okay.
look at
02245.
which leaves at 4:25.
Okay. Zero two two four five. Here you are.
Okay.
This is Vijayawada, 425.
Renigunta.
Renigunta 1010. Okay, not bad. One more city we got to. Renigunta is a city town. What is it? It's a town.
Yeah.
Small, something.
So Renigunta at
10. Railway town.
Yeah.
And then Bangalore. Okay. That should take us to a lot of places, but we are reaching at 4 o'clock.
Yeah. But so now what should we do? Should we go to Bangalore or we should first check Renigunta and then go, or we should go directly?
I don't know. I mean, you will keep track. Maybe I
Yeah.
think we should do Renigunta first.
Okay. So let's do everything.
Then we know that we have something further to do on this card.
Yeah. Correct. So
Then-
we'll mark Renigunta as
Seen, but
seen in the
not
sense
completed.
that not yet completed. So
Right.
we will go to Renigunta and see whether there is anything interesting happening at Renigunta. Well, actually at Renigunta there is nothing interesting happening.
You can take this.
Oh, we
photo,
can
okay?
take
You go back.
2246. It will probably take me back. Let's see.
Well, let's see.
So
Here's
at
2246,
1650, no, at
16,
1700. Okay.
1700 departure. So 2246, Renigunta 1700 departure. Okay?
Yeah.
Goes back to Vijayawada at 2220.
Okay. So again, in this case,
Vijayawada
it's
is seen
still on the
already.
same day
But it's on the same day, which is good.
because
But-
it is
But we are reaching a city which we already see.
yeah.
So
So,
nothing.
there's no need to further explore that because we are already exploring Vijayawada in some sense.
Okay. So we are done with
Yeah.
this
so
pathway, which is taking what are we doing here? 02245, 02245 to Renigunta,
and then 46 to Vijayawada.
46 back to Vijayawada, and that's closed. That
That's
path
closed.
is closed.
That's closed.
Nothing further to do with 2246. Nothing further to do with Vijayawada. It's over. Vijayawada is over.
Not Vijayawada, Renigunta.
Sorry, Renigunta is.
Yeah, because there's only one train, so Renigunta is also done now,
Renigunta is also over.
right?
Ah.
So now we proceed.
So now I finished with Renigunta.
Yeah, so now
But I have to come back to this train now.
This train, yeah. So I have to continue on that same train.
So on each station we are looking at the trains, and on each train we are looking at the stations. And we have to keep track of where we are on the train.
Yes.
And we have to keep track of where we are on the station.
Which
My
station?
goodness.
Yeah.
Plenty
So we
of
have,
keeping track. Huh?
so the
I finished
10:15
with
now.
Renigunta, but now I have Bangalore.
Yeah, so I take the same train, so
Continue.
which I reached at 10:10. Now at 10:15, I take continue on this 02245,
Continue.
and I reach Bangalore.
And I reach Bangalore. Bengaluru. At
Okay.
4 o'clock.
And I reach at 4 o'clock the evening.
Now this is a dead end. So this train is over.
This train is over. Now I have to see what all I can do from Bangalore at 4 p.m.
So I can put this train back. I'm done with this train.
Yes.
Right?
So
Okay.
now we go back to,
I'm done with this train.
now we have to look at,
Bengaluru. As we have decided, we will continue. Right?
yes, we'll continue.
So you are at 4 o'clock. You are now at Bangalore.
Yeah.
I can Monday. There's nothing further to do. Bangalore.
Okay. So this is also done.
So Bangalore is over. So Bangalore is seen. First you enter Bangalore, you write seen.
Yeah.
Then you finish Bangalore, you put tick mark.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Now I go back to Renigunta, but I've already finished Renigunta.
I finished Renigunta.
So I go back to Vijayawada.
Then I don't go back to Renigunta. Renigunta was one of the stations on the train.
Yeah, but I reached Bangalore from Renigunta, right? So I go back on this train to Renigunta, and then I go back to Vijayawada. Well, I don't know, whichever way you want to think about it.
Okay. Anyway, it's done. Renigunta is done.
Renigunta is done, but now we have to go back to Vijayawada, and now there is a third train,
There is another train, which is this one.
12 to 6,
12269.
69, which is what time? At 12:31.
12269. Some crazy stuff going on here. Huh? It looks like we are building some kind of a tree. Looks like to me. Okay, 12269.
Yes.
Which is
Balarsha
from Vijayawada to, oh, this is going somewhere else. Okay.
is going in the Delhi direction. Okay. So it's going to next to Balarsha.
So we are departing 12:31 from Vijayawada and going to Balharsha at 1806.
Okay.
Now you could get off, which is what we will do, right?
Yeah, we'll do. We'll get off at the first place and three.
Then there are further things you can do. Nagpur, for example, you can go to, but we leave it for now.
Yes.
Let's go to Balharsha.
There it is.
Okay. Now Balharsha, right?
1806
We have reached at 1806
on a Monday.
on
So
a
that's-
Monday. Monday, 1806. There's nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do. So we
Balharsha is done.
done. So it is seen, and we close it, and it's done.
So Balharsha goes finished. Finished with Balharsha.
Yeah.
Huh? Balharsha
So now-
is before Bengaluru. Huh?
Yeah, it's just above Bangalore.
Okay.
So instead, now we could go to Nagpur. You said on the same.
Then we are now. So we finished with Balharsha. We are on this train now.
Yes.
Now we are going to Nagpur.
Okay.
We reach at 2100
Okay.
in Nagpur. So let's get the Nagpur card.
I'll write scene for Nagpur.
Yeah, you have to enter. When you enter, you should write C,
Okay.
because you may enter it again. So you want to make sure that you don't. Here's Nagpur. Okay, Nagpur.
Okay. So we have entered at 2100
2100. We are here
on a Monday.
on a Monday.
So there is
another.
another
There is a train.
122262.
It leaves at 11:20. Chances are that you just
Yeah.
about not make anywhere. But
Yeah,
let's see.
let's
okay?
see what happens.
Let's see. Okay, 12262.
At 23.
2320. 12262. 12262. Okay, 12262. This is another train. We are on this train. We got off at Balharsha. We got onto this one, right?
Nagpur. Yeah.
And then, okay. 12262. Let me put it on top of this only.
And it crosses because next is Bhusawal, but it's too late, unfortunately, so we can't get there.
We could have reached Bhusawal if it had been on the same day. Okay, anyway, it's not.
Yeah.
So, because it crossed the day, we.
Yeah, so I won't even write it down because we don't want to wrongly think that we reached Bhusawal.
So, 12262, we could not go anywhere.
Yes.
So, the 12262 is done.
So, Nagpur
Come back, Nagpur is done. So, Nagpur tick mark.
So, we go back to Vijayawada.
Come back to this train. 12269.
Yeah, but there's nothing after this, I think.
Okay, on this
The next
train
one-
there's nothing. Bhopal is on the next
Yeah.
day. So, we are done with this train.
Yeah.
So, I put the train back.
Yes.
12269. And we come back to Vijayawada.
Yes.
Okay. So, what is this going on now? What are we doing? This is one, this seems to be like some very systematic way of searching,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Correct. So, we are kind of searching one level, then searching from that level, one more level, searching one more level, and making sure that we don't come back and search something a second time.
Is there a
When we
difference with this kind of search?
Yeah. So, this we are going deeper and deeper into this, how far we are going, right? So, we are going one level further, 2 levels further, 3 levels further. So, you can say we are going in depth. Right? So, instead of, say, we could have gone sideways, we could have looked at everything that we
All
could
the
reach
things.
in one station away on all trains. Instead, we took each train
Went
and
as far as
followed
we
as
could.
far as we could. So, this is the depth first search.
Depth first search.
So, we go deeper rather than going sideways.
DFS.
DFS, yes.
Depth first search.
So, there is one last train,
Okay.
but I think it's not going to get us anywhere because
Is this one?
Yeah, it leaves so late. The fourth one.
That's right. 02246.
All right. So, this leaves at 22:31.
02246.
46.
Yeah, unlikely, but you might
Yeah.
just
So, I
see
think
one
it's that
station.
other. It's again this Renigunta train, I think.
Yeah, so this is the one.
Yeah.
It left 22:31 and reached Vijayanagaram at 4:30.
Yeah. So,
no luck.
no
Okay.
luck, yeah.
All right, so can we say we have explored everything from Vijayawada?
Starting on a Monday, yes.
No, of course, yeah, we start on Monday.
So, we can start.
If you start on a Monday at whatever, any
Anytime.
time, then you can potentially reach how many stations?
Secondary
Secunderabad,
Renigunta,
Renigunta, Ballarsha,
Bangalore, and Nagpur. These are the stations you can reach.
You can reach in one day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations you can reach in one day.
So that's-
Interesting.
Yeah.
So let's reflect, right? So this you're saying is a depth first search,
Yes.
DFS.
Yes.
How does it work? I mean, you start with the station first,
Yeah.
and then
Then you take one direction leaving out of that station. Any
outgoing,
outgoing.
and then
You go to that station,
go to the station. There.
and then you repeat the same thing then.
You repeat the same thing.
Keeping track of the fact that you have come from here.
Repeat
So
the
you
same
don't-
thing, meaning that again you will start at the station and do whatever you're doing
Yeah,
from the
you'll-
station.
Yeah, you do the same thing. Right? So we came to Secunderabad, we looked at
Wow.
all the trains in Secunderabad
So-
on Monday.
Mhm.
Only thing is we have to make sure that you are leaving only after the time that you arrived. Otherwise you're doing
If you keep track of that as
Yeah.
a parameter or something,
so you have a starting time.
Your
So
starting
for
time.
Vijayawada our starting time was Monday midnight.
midnight,
Now Secunderabad it is now Monday 6:15.
6:15.
Then you look at all trains on Monday 6:15 and onwards,
So
and you pick the first one.
suppose I had a, so this is like a procedure, right? I mean, you can write a procedure, right?
Yes.
Looks like, so if I have a procedure which says
Explore.
explore, okay, let's write it down. What does it look like? Explore, and this explore, you give it an argument which is station,
Yeah.
and you give it an argument which is time. Huh? So initially you're starting with explore Vijayawada,
Yeah. So you say
explore
explore.
Vijayawada from 0000.
Yeah. So this is what we are initially saying.
Explore Vijayawada, right?
Say Monday.
Oh, Monday, we have to say that also. Explore Vijayawada, Monday.
So we can think of that as together as one parameter, right? Date
Okay.
and time, but we can put it as two also.
Okay. Now this explore Vijayawada Monday 000.
Yeah. So what happens is that we take this first train, whichever it was, 22203, right?
And then you 22203 gave us.
That gave us Secunderabad. So if you
It
look
gave
at
us
this,
Secunderabad.
if you look at this thing,
It gave us second
so
round.
that gave us. So now we say that I want
All
to
explore.
So Secunderabad.
Same procedure calling.
Yes.
The procedure is calling itself.
In a way, but it's calling itself with some information which is new.
It's crazy. We never had a procedure which calls itself.
Yeah. So,
You have a procedure. I
so
mean,
this
I can have a
explore is
max,
not.
I can call a max or something.
Yeah. Which will normally finish and then give you
Come
an
back.
answer.
So it's
But
like
now-
a you said a contractor or subcontractor.
Yeah. So now this.
So like a contractor has given it to a but here the contractor has given it himself.
Yeah, so he suspended his job in some sense, right?
And he
So, yeah,
started
so he
another
was
job.
trying to explore from Vijayawada.
He gave up that.
He said, okay, I'll
Not give
hold,
up.
I'll hold it,
Put it on hold.
put it on hold. Meanwhile, let me go and
Explore something else.
and
And
when
then
I
come
finish
back to
that,
it.
I'll come back and finish this job.
I see.
Because I need this to find that, right? So I do this,
Oh, okay.
and then this.
So
it turns out
explore
that
calls
yeah,
itself.
yeah,
So the procedure is calling itself.
yeah.
Is there a name for a procedure that calls itself?
Yeah, I think we can. It's called recursion. Recursion meaning recurring. It's something which is happening again and again. So it's calling itself.
Recursive.
So it's a recursive procedure.
Recursive procedure.
It uses itself. It uses another version of the same
Itself.
problem to solve the problem.
Okay.
Right?
So okay. So explore
Yeah. So
Monday.
let's put it more precisely. So this calls this, right?
Now, this crazy thing is that I call explore calls, explore calls, explore calls, explore calls, explore calls, go all like that.
Yeah. But
You should make sure that, when
yeah. So there must be a point where it will be able
normally
to.
in procedure it will never happen, right?
Yeah.
Unless that, right? You call a procedure, that guy comes back.
Yeah.
Here you call yourself,
Yeah. So there
you
must
keep
be.
calling yourself.
There must be
So-
a ending point. Yeah. So there,
Yeah, but we are not allowing, so each time the city is different.
city is
So-
different and the time is also moving ahead.
So that
So
makes
that's
sure
where we are going to run out of.
that time,
Yeah. So the time is going to stop us from moving beyond a certain
making
point.
an infinite kind of
Yeah.
going on and on. And even city also, we are
Yeah,
saying something
correct.
about city.
We will never be able to reach the same.
If you
we-
come back to Vijayawada, like we are going to here,
Yeah.
when you go Secunderabad, it's going to call explore again.
Yeah.
It will call explore again, right?
Yeah. It will call explore again, but it will already know that this is a bad call because for two reasons. One is it's again Vijayawada, and the other thing is now it's calling it on Tuesday, which we don't want, right? Because we have skipped one day.
But you will go inside the call and then you will figure all this and come out.
Yeah, then we will say that this doesn't work, right? So we will sort of cancel this out somehow.
So inside, when you
Yeah.
look inside explore, you will say, hey, it's Tuesday, so sorry.
Yeah,
Or inside this explore itself, we can check.
yeah,
Also.
yeah.
Don't call.
So anyway, so this call will basically not
Not call.
not call.
make the call.
And then we checked that in Bangalore there was no other. I mean,
But
Secunderabad there
the
was.
point is that checking when you're exploring Secunderabad, check that. So some way you have to have noted that Vijayawada is
Correct.
seen, right?
Yeah.
We wrote seen.
Yes.
So assume that there is a
Yeah. So in some sense, you'll have to be passing either somewhere here or looking up
Somewhere, some
a
table,
list
some
of
common table.
everything which has been seen.
seen. So this guy, everybody has access to that.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So
we can
inside-
assume that there is a table here which is seen, right?
And in that you are putting dictionary.
So
let's say, can have.
yeah, let's call it a dictionary. So initially, I insert
Vijayawada there.
Vijayawada there. Then when I come here, I insert Secunderabad there. So when Secunderabad is exploring, it first checks whether the city it wants to explore is seen or not.
Okay.
So if it is
So it'll
seen,
look in the dictionary.
yeah. So
if
if
it
it
sees
is,
in the dictionary Vijayawada is there,
yeah,
it won't even make a call.
Won't even make a call.
Okay. So that way also you avoid.
Yeah.
You
so
avoid this.
So this will yeah.
The two ways. One is time and the other is.
Yeah, because there are only there are a lot of stations, but only that many. You
Ah,
cannot do infinitely.
correct,
And there's only and time is also going to run out in a
So
given
this
day.
is cool. I mean, this is interesting because it's a very simple way of thinking about things, right? Because we normally do this many times, right?
Yeah.
In order to do something, we say, hey,
Correct.
go somewhere and do the same thing there,
Hmm.
right? If you want to search for something,
Hmm.
there are many rooms. I want to search, let us say. I can search. So firstly, I can say I can either search in this room or I can go to the next room and start searching.
Yes.
So what do I say? I say, but the next room and start searching is what is the procedure? I can either search in that room or I can go to the next room and search.
Yeah.
So it's the same actually.
Yes.
Right? So searching basically is like saying search here and then
Yeah.
continue to search in the next room. Call search again in the next room. Something like that.
And don't come back to the same room and
Don't come
start
back to
again.
Start again. Don't repeat the thing again.
Yeah.
Which
You can
you're
go
keeping
back to
track.
continue the search from a different room, but don't go back and restart. the whole thing.
Restart. All right. So let's try and see what this tree looks like. This is called some kind of call tree, right?
Yeah.
So
So
what
now
does it
this
look like?
so now this Secunderabad gets done, and then it returns back there.
It returned back here.
So now
Vijayawada.
this So now this calls the second one, which is
We are
explore.
still now we have come back to this procedure call, right?
Yeah.
We were inside the explore Vijayawada.
Yeah.
That's called explore Secunderabad,
Which came to a dead end,
which came to a dead end.
and then Secunderabad itself finished.
So it finished. It returned.
Yeah.
It came back to explore
Yeah. And now
Vijayawada, and now explore Vijayawada is continuing
yes, and now it is going to call it with this Renigunta
with Renigunta. Explore Renigunta on Monday
at
at 1500.
At no 10:10.
10:10. Sorry, yeah, it arrived 10:10. At 10:10. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So
Then
now, as soon as you enter, you will mark Renigunta as
correct. So now you will put Renigunta here.
Renigunta there.
Right. And now it will look
then
it turns out that the only thing you can do from Renigunta is to go back to Vijayawada, which is seen.
you can get off and take another train,
Yeah.
which is this train, and go back to Vijayawada. But that Vijayawada is seen, so that path is closed.
So this path becomes closed. Yeah. So this was what train now? 02245. So now we go back
this
and
path is closed.
yeah.
You come back again.
Yeah.
You come back to this call. Renigunta.
Yeah. So Renigunta is now done.
Not done. You have to continue on that same train,
Yeah.
2245,
Yeah.
and you go to Bangalore.
Yeah.
So now you explore Bangalore.
Okay.
Explore Bangalore. You arrive at Bangalore at 1600 on Monday.
So we have to first mark it as
First mark Bangalore as seen. Right. Now you start exploring Bangalore,
yeah.
which is what we tried to do when we looked at Bangalore. We found there are no trains in Bangalore.
Yeah. So then again
So
Bangalore
we said
slow.
Bangalore is over. So there is nothing further to do in Bangalore.
Yeah.
So this completes.
Yeah.
It came back to Renigunta.
Yeah.
Nothing further to do in Renigunta. Came back to Vijayawada.
And that's it. Now we have another train. Now we get to this next train.
Then in Vijayawada you have one more train.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will, although we do it third, I will draw it from here so that it goes out. Right. So this is the third train that we do.
Okay.
So this is 12,
Train 12269.
right? And it took me to Balarsha.
It took me to Balharsha. So which means I explore Balharsha.
Yeah. So I have to explore Balarsha. So I mark Balarsha as visited.
I mark Balharsha as seen, and then I do an explore Balharsha at
Yeah.
1806 on Monday.
Yeah.
Right. Now this call explore Balharsha did not yield anything. There's nothing
Yeah.
further to do.
Yeah.
So I came back again.
Yeah. So actually I continue the same train. So if we do the same thing for Renigunta, then we will just continue one more
Yeah.
edge on the same train. So
There's nothing further to do at Balharsha. So I came back, continued on the same train,
and
and I
come
came explore Nagpur.
at 2100.
2100. Again, Nagpur goes into the same bucket.
Yeah.
So I can just read out all these things.
Yeah.
and even
We
I'm
know
done.
everything. Yeah.
Huh?
Exactly. So this
That's
is
all I have to do. Huh? Read this out and I'm done.
yes.
Oh, okay.
But this
So-
tells us the order in which we saw them. That's important.
Right, yeah. So I went to Nagpur.
Yeah. Then I saw nothing more can be
Nothing
done
more
after.
could be done in Nagpur.
Yeah.
So I came back from Nagpur.
So I said Balarsha is done. I go back to Vijayawada. Then I found this one more train, but this one more train doesn't take me anywhere. So there was a kind of a fourth possibility, but it doesn't
Doesn't yield anything.
yield anything. And then I'm done.
And I'm finished with Vijayawada.
So now finally
I can say
explore
Vijayawada.
Vijayawada.
Vijayawada is also
Is
done
also
and get out.
done. Yeah.
So this thing we have done here, this is like a tree.
Yeah.
So this tree, so recursion, we are calling explore, so the multiple explore calls are there. But you made a tree, right?
Yes.
So it's a tree because the same node is not coming again because you have marked it seen, that's why it's not coming again, right? It's a tree. And so you're saying it's recursion. So it is kind of a way of doing depth first search. So you're saying when you do depth first search, you're actually creating
But yeah, this tree
tree through the graph. Is it?
through the graph.
Huh?
Through the graph. Yeah.
So-
with this extra information as to what you've already seen in the
So
tree.
there's this graph of stations.
Hmm.
Stations graph is basically that one station to another station. If I can go by a train, there is a arc, there's an edge from
Yes.
this station to that station. So you made a big graph. By doing depth first search on this graph starting at Vijayawada, what I have created basically is some kind of a tree.
Yes.
Tree of the edges of the
Yeah,
graph.
yes.
Right? I see. Okay. Which itself may be interesting, this tree.
Yeah, yeah. Because we can see here in this tree, right? First of all, it tells us the order in which we visit these things.
Of course, I put 1 day. If I had said instead of 1 day, if I had said 2 days,
Yeah.
if I had allowed you 2 days,
Then you would have had
the
more.
tree would have gone further.
Yes.
No,
you
it would have
had
extended.
Yes. So some of these trains, for instance, you could have made a connection on a second day, or even from Vijayawada, you could have left on Tuesday.
So I
instead
could
of
make
Monday.
the bigger tree.
You get a
So-
bigger
But it will still be a tree
It will still be a tree.
because I will not allow you to come back to the same station or because I marked it as seen, right? So I'll get a bigger tree and it take 3 days I'll get a bigger tree, and if 2 days like that, 5 days, 6 days, hopefully within 7 days I would have reached. Is
Everything.
it possible? That is only if everybody can reach everybody.
Yes.
No? We don't know. Yeah. But potentially with the tree itself, just this tree might cover the entire graph.
Yeah.
The whole graph it can reach, provided I give it enough days. But we have additional information now because we have days now.
Yes.
We have time, we have explored also. This is interesting. So many things we introduce, right? We introduce the notion of depth first search. Then this idea that a function or procedure can call itself.
Yes. Keeping track of this extra information on the side.
Scene, so that you don't go repeatedly, you don't go into a loop of some. This is a funny kind of loop also, right? Because we're calling it. So keeping track of scene, and what it generates is some kind of a tree, right? Some kind of recursion. Nice.